In the scorching savannas and grasslands of Africa, a majestic creature roams, its regal presence commanding attention and awe. The lion, often referred to as the king of the jungle, is an iconic symbol of power, strength, and beauty. However, beneath the surface of their majestic manes and fearless roars lies a complex and often heartbreaking reality. The lion's struggles are a testament to the harsh realities of the wild, where survival is a daily battle, and the line between life and death is constantly blurred. As the sun rises over the savanna, casting a golden glow over the grasslands, the lions begin their daily struggle for survival. They face numerous challenges, from the scarcity of food and water to the ever-present threat of poachers, habitat loss, and human-wildlife conflict. The lion's habitats are being encroached upon by human settlements, agriculture, and infrastructure development, leaving them with limited space to roam and hunt. The consequences of these human activities are far-reaching, and the lions are paying the ultimate price. The lion's story is one of resilience and adaptability as they strive to survive in a world that is increasingly hostile to their existence. They are forced to compete with other predators for food and to navigate the complex web of human-wildlife conflict, where they are often seen as a threat to human livelihoods. The lion's social structures are also under threat, as the fragmentation of their habitats and the loss of their pride members to poaching and human-wildlife conflict erode the very fabric of their society. Despite these challenges, the lions remain a symbol of hope and inspiration, their majesty and beauty continuing to captivate and awe us. Their story is a reminder of the importance of conservation and the need to protect their habitats and way of life. It is a call to action, urging us to take responsibility for our actions and to work towards a future where the lions can thrive, free from the threats that currently imperil their existence. As we delve into the world of the lions, we are reminded of the intricate web of life that exists in the wild, in the delicate balance of the ecosystem. We see the lion's role in maintaining the balance of nature and the consequences of their decline on the entire ecosystem. We are forced to confront the harsh realities of the wild and the impact of human activities on the lion's habitats and way of life. And we are inspired by the lion's resilience and adaptability as they strive to survive in a world that is increasingly hostile to their existence. The lion's story is a testament to the power of nature and the importance of preserving the wild for future generations. It is a reminder of the beauty and wonder of the natural world and the need to protect and conserve it. As we journey into the world of the lions, we are invited to experience the beauty, the drama, and the heartbreak of their story, and to join the fight to protect these magnificent creatures in the habitats they call home. The lion's roar echoes across the savanna, a call to action, urging us to take responsibility for their fate and to ensure that their story continues to be told for generations to come. Deep within the heart of the savanna, a pride of lions struggled to find their place in a world that seemed determined to push them to the brink of extinction. Their once thriving home was now a fragmented landscape of patches and corridors, making it difficult for them to hunt, mate, and raise their young. The lions' usually robust numbers were dwindling, and their social bonds were beginning to fray as they fought for survival. A young lioness named Akira had lost her mother to a poacher's trap just a few months prior. She was now forced to fend for herself, competing with the older, more experienced lionesses for food and mating rights. Akira's story was not unique, as many lionesses in the pride had suffered similar losses, and the trauma of their experiences was beginning to take its toll on the pride's overall dynamics. The lion's habitat was also being threatened by the increasing presence of human settlements and agriculture. The sound of machinery and the smell of pesticides were becoming all too familiar, as the lion's wild home was slowly being transformed into a landscape of farms and fences. The lions were being forced to adapt to this new reality, but it was a difficult and often deadly process. As the seasons passed, the lions' pride began to weaken, and their numbers continued to decline. The pride's leader, a majestic male named Kibo, was struggling to maintain order and protect his pride from the numerous threats that surrounded them. Kibo's once luxuriant mane was now dull and matted, and his eyes seemed to hold a deep sadness. as if he knew that the fate of his pride hung in the balance. The lion's story was a complex tapestry of struggle and resilience, woven from the threads of their daily lives. It was a story of love and loss, of survival and sacrifice, and of the unbreakable bonds that tied the lions together. As the sun dipped below the horizon, casting the savanna in a warm orange glow, the lion's pride settled in for the night, their eyes watchful and their hearts heavy with the knowledge of the challenges that lay ahead. As the night wore on, the lion's pride grew quiet, their breathing slow and rhythmic. The stars twinkled above, a celestial showcase of beauty and wonder. But amidst the peacefulness of the night, a sense of unease settled over the pride. They knew that the dawn would bring new challenges, new threats to their survival. Kibo, the pride's leader, stood watch, his ears perked up and his eyes scanning the horizon. He was a sentinel, a guardian of his pride, and he took his responsibility seriously. As he stood there, he couldn't help but think of the pride's history, of the generations that had come before him. He thought of the great lionesses who had borne him, of the fierce males who had fought to protect their territory. The lion's pride had always been a symbol of strength and resilience, a testament to the power of nature. But now, as Kibo looked out over the fragmented landscape, he wondered if they would be able to survive. The humans seemed determined to push them out, to take over their land and their resources. The lions were being forced to adapt, to find new ways to hunt and to live. As the night wore on, Kibo's thoughts turned to Akira, the young lioness who had lost her mother. He had taken her under his wing, protecting her and teaching her the ways of the pride. But he knew that she was still vulnerable, still struggling to find her place in the world. He worried about her, about the dangers that lurked in the shadows, about the humans who seemed to care little for the lion's well-being. The sun began to rise, casting a golden glow over the savanna. The lions stirred, stretching and yawning as they prepared for another day. Kibo stood tall, his mane ruffled by the morning breeze. He let out a mighty roar, a call to his pride to gather and to face the challenges that lay ahead. As the lions assembled, Kibo could see the fear in their eyes. They knew that the humans were coming, that they would bring their machines and their pesticides. The lions knew that they had to be careful, that they had to avoid the humans at all costs. But they also knew that they couldn't stay hidden forever, that they had to find a way to coexist with the humans if they were to survive. The lions set out, their paws patting softly on the grass. They moved with a sense of purpose, their eyes scanning the horizon for any sign of danger. Kibo led the way, his mane flowing in the wind. Akira followed close behind, her ears perked up and her tail twitching with excitement. As they walked, the lions came across a group of humans, their machines and equipment scattered across the landscape. The lions froze, their hearts pounding in their chests. Kibo let out a low growl, a warning to the humans to stay back. But the humans seemed oblivious, too caught up in their own world to notice the lions' presence. The lions watched as the humans worked, their machines ripping up the earth and destroying the lions' habitat. They saw the devastation, the destruction of their home, and they knew that they had to act. Kibo let out a mighty roar, a call to his pride to defend their territory. The lions charged, their paws pounding the earth as they chased the humans away. The humans fled, their machines and equipment abandoned in the chaos. The lions stood victorious, their territory defended. But as they looked out over the landscape, they knew that the battle was far from over. The humans would return, and next time, they would be better prepared. The lions settled in, their hearts still racing from the excitement. They knew that they had to be vigilant, that they had to protect their territory at all costs. Kibo stood watch, his eyes scanning the horizon for any sign of danger. Akira curled up beside him, her eyes closed in exhaustion. As the sun dipped below the horizon, the lion's pride grew quiet once more. They knew that the dawn would bring new challenges, new threats to their survival. But they also knew that they would face them together, as a pride, as a family. They would defend their territory, their way of life, and they would fight to the end to protect their home. The stars twinkled above, a celestial showcase of beauty and wonder. The lion's pride slept, their hearts heavy with the knowledge of the challenges that lay ahead. But they also knew that they would face them with courage, with strength, and with the unbreakable bonds that tied them together. They were a symbol of hope, a testament to the power of nature, and they would continue to thrive, to survive, and to roar in the face of adversity. As the night wore on, the lions' pride grew stronger, their bonds deepening as they faced the challenges of their world. They knew that they would always be a part of the savannah, a part of the land and the landscape. They knew that they would always be lions, proud and fierce, and that they would always defend their territory, their way of life. The lion's story was one of struggle and resilience, of survival and sacrifice. It was a story of love and loss, of hope and despair. But most of all, it was a story of the unbreakable bonds that tied the lions together, a testament to the power of family and community. As the sun rose over the savannah, the lions' pride stood tall, their hearts full of hope and their spirits unbroken. They would face the challenges of their world, and they would emerge victorious, their bonds stronger and their hearts more resilient than ever before. The lion's pride was a symbol of hope, a beacon of light in a world filled with darkness and uncertainty. They were a reminder that even in the face of adversity, there is always a way forward, always a chance to thrive and to survive. They were a testament to the power of nature, a reminder of the beauty and wonder that surrounds us. As the sun rose over the savannah, the lion's pride began a new day, a new chapter in their story. They would face the challenges of their world, and they would emerge victorious, their bonds stronger and their hearts more resilient than ever before. They would roar in the face of adversity, their voices echoing across the landscape, a symbol of hope and a reminder of the power of nature.